Now, everyone should be able to feel safe on a night out, but sadly that isn't always the case. Up and down the UK, violent and sexual offences, often against women, have become an increasing problem.
So this is, people go out for a night's entertainment, they go to the pub, the bar, a club, and it becomes just extraordinary what happens. For example, in Lancashire, data obtained by GBNews shows that since 2012, the number of spiking incidents has increased by almost 200%.
Our North West of England reporter Sophie Reaper went out with Lancashire Police on one of their new nighttime operations to see the prevention work that they're doing for herself, and she sent us this exclusive report.
A wet and windy night out in Lancaster. The freshers have returned to university and all seems well. But under the surface, trouble is brewing. GBNews has obtained exclusive data which shows in the last decade the number of spiking incidents in Lancashire has skyrocketed by 183%.
We're going out there, we're going to intervene, we're going to stop any offences happening.
Over the past few weeks, Lancashire Police has been carrying out Operation Night Guardian. That's in response to a major increase in the number of violent and sexual offences against women and vulnerable people in the nighttime economy. This man seems to have been causing trouble, and sensing danger, the officers intervene.
We've obviously just seen an incident unfolding there. Tell me what was happening.
Yeah, so at that pub, that gentleman's been banned for something he's done previously. Tonight he's come down intoxicated and he's tried to get in with his friends. They've let his mates in because they're fine, but they've said to him, well, no, you've caused issues in the past, you're not coming in. And then that's when the problems have started. He's refused to leave the area. We could have arrested him. He was being drunk and disorderly. And the idea of us arresting him for that offence is that we can nip his behaviour in the bud. So he'll spend the night in the cells in our custody to sober up, so he won't be sexually assaulting anyone or causing any fights. That's the way I look at it, as a drunk and disorderly offence. But if he's willing to walk off and have a good night, well then I'm happy to having arrested him, and he's happy because he had a good night.
Things did seem to have calmed down, but within minutes the same man was placed under arrest.
All over the UK, there are scenes just like this one on a nightly basis. But there's a dark underbelly to Britain's nightlife, and now Lancashire Police are fighting back. Tell me why we're in Lancaster tonight.
So we're out for Operation Night Guardian, so we've got officers out in uniform and plain clothes, and we're out there amongst the nighttime economy, speaking with licensees, speaking with the students and the locals that are all out having a good night out, keeping them safe. Violence against women and girls is a national issue. It is an unfortunate statistic that drunken females, vulnerable females, may be attacked, and that generally is by a male perpetrator, and we need to intervene at the right point, identify that predatory, that concerning behaviour that we see out on the streets, and get in there before any offences can happen.
Everyone has the right to get home from a night out safely. And so, moving forward, Lancashire Police will be slamming the door shut on anyone who thinks otherwise. Sophie Reaper, GB News.
Good report, Sophie. Very interesting to see and hear about the reality of what going out and socialising is and the risks that you run. Do you ever fear about that happening to you?
I've never seen it happen and I've never worried about it, but perhaps I should add it to the list of things I should worry about. We should certainly all be vigilant and on our watch, and it just, it really reminds everybody, don't accept a drink from a stranger, make sure that, it's someone you trust if they're buying around, but ideally get it yourself. Or even better, it's a bit boring, but maybe don't let yourself drink when you're on a night out. It's safer.
Well, it sort of spoils the whole idea of going out and being entertained and whatever, but it's really very, and especially good to know what is put into this and for what purposes, to knock someone out, to incapacitate someone, to make them sick, whatever. What on earth, drug would be in there to make them, to give the effect that these people want, and what sinister motives have they got?
Oh, yeah, well, usually sexual, aren't they?